Hey guys, it's Visify, and today I'm bringing y'all another story time. It's gonna be how the edibles sent me to the hospital. And let's get right into it. I'm smoking a whole king joint to the face by myself. Hopefully we're gonna get it extra fried. Smoking on a few nugs that I stole from my mom, because she has a bunch of weed right now. It's fine, man. I stole like maybe 3 grams, like an eighth. But yeah, let's get right into this shit, man. Alrighty. So, this story time all takes place back in March of 2024. I was not smoking at the time, I was just taking edibles. Because at the time, from like November 2023 all the way to like February, I was just abusing the shit out of pens. I went through like 6 in like a month or 2. I think genuinely it was like 1 month. I was really fucking depressed. It was a hard time during my life, and I was just always fucking high, like never not sober. So I really fucked up my lungs, and that's important to the story. And I was only taking edibles at the time because I still wanted to get high. So y'all see these ghosts? These are fucking nice. My buddy, we're just gonna call him Christian. I was talking about buying some edibles off him because he looks a little bit older and I was still like 17. And I mean, some smoke shops would still sell to me because I still looked kind of old, but he had like facial hair and shit. So he's talking about getting me these edibles. And he was getting them off this place called 420 that's kind of by my house. And he's like, how strong do you want them to be? And this was the mistake, I think. I said pretty damn strong. And he gets me these things called rocket fuel rings, okay? And I remember my buddies were coming over this night. I'm not gonna give them names because they're not really important to the story. But my first time I tried them, they were with him. And we went on the tracks and we like spray painted shit. And I remember we started feeling pretty high. Only one of our buddies didn't take them because he wasn't smoking or doing anything at the time. He was sober. This Trash Jimmy, actually, the same one that was in the 420 story. So anyway, we start feeling like a little bit uncomfortably high on the walk back to my house because it had been about an hour at this point. And we're back on my street, walking down. All of a sudden, we see the same friend rolling up the street in his car, the same friend that sold me the edibles. And he stops, and I'm like, I'm not to the point where I'm like too high yet. My buddy, I don't think he was yet either. And I tell him, I'm like, yo, these are so much better than the fucking little dopage sharks. Like, you really got us right. We dap them up and shit. And it's so funny because literally like 20 to 30 minutes later, my friend is too fucking high. Like, he's like calling his mom, like, or like he's telling Trash Jimmy to call his dad and come pick them up. Like, he doesn't feel good. He said he feels like he's dying. And I had to go inside because I'm starting to get too high at this point. And I just knew. I didn't even want to interact with my parents because I just knew I looked fucking gone. I was like, my eyes gotta be low as shit right now, red, glossy. Like, I probably look like I just smoked like 10 fucking blunts. So I just kind of went up to my room, and I felt bad for kind of just leaving my friend and Trash Jimmy out there on the porch, my two friends. Because I remember Trash Jimmy texted me while I was in my bedroom, and he was like, I almost said his name. I gotta give him a fake name. We'll call him, fuck. We'll call him, why, I'm so fucking awful at thinking of fake names. What the fuck? We'll call him Austin, alright? So, now I kind of forget where I was at the story. See, this is what I do. I get high, and I start going in loops. So yeah, anyway, Austin goes home, and he comes in the door. I remember him telling me this. This is so fucking funny. He said his mom's like in the kitchen doing dishes or whatever, and she could see that he looks physically ill, right? Or like not right. And she's like, what's wrong? And as soon as she says that, he just fucking pukes all over the floor, just fucking hurls. Now mine was kind of different. I just didn't really feel good. And then, I kind of just knocked out for hours and hours and hours. I think I must have woke up the next day at like 4 fucking p.m. Cause keep in mind, guys, these edibles on the packaging said you're only supposed to take 1/8 of the gummy. I've mentioned this briefly in other shits before, but now I'm giving y'all the full story time of it. So anyway, that's not even where this story time begins, right? I ended up taking them on multiple different occasions, like whole edibles, multiple different times, probably like at least 4 or 5. Well, anyway, on the last time, keep in mind about that lung issue I said I had from all the pens I was smoking. On the last fucking time, I don't know, I think I took just one. I'm very confident that I wouldn't do any more than that. And I took it, and I don't know if I like just didn't eat this day enough or wasn't drinking enough water or what the fuck happened, but I got like way too high again. I don't know if my tolerance reset, but I got so high my breathing kind of turned to like manual mode instead of automatic. If that makes sense. And anyway, I go to sleep. And at like 3 or 4 in the morning, I think it was like almost 4, I wake up dry heaving. Like literally like like that. And I get up, I run down the stairs. I made me cough. Hold on. Alright, my bad. I was having technical fucking difficulties there. Anyway, like I said, I fucking run down the stairs and I'm holding onto the banister, still dry heaving. I don't remember any of this, by the way. First thing I remember, like when I snap back into it, is my parents each holding onto one of my shoulders and they're like, are you alright? You're alright? And I snap out of it, I stop dry heaving. Sorry, I really need some fucking water. I just smoked a cig before this too. And anyway, so everything's fine. I go to sleep downstairs on the couch, and about 4 hours later, my mom wakes me up, and she's like, Nick, we're going to the hospital. And I'm like, for what? And she's like, because you had an incident last night. Like, we need to go and make sure everything's okay. And my dad calls out of work early to come to the hospital and come see me. And he's like, I can't remember what he said, but I remember telling him I'm like, that I'm high as shit. Because guys, keep in mind, I still look fried as fuck. Like my eyes were red as shit. Because it had only been like 8 hours after I took the edible, and they're like strong as fuck. And I think he like either asked if I'm high, and I said like, what does it look like, and then started laughing, and he started laughing and was like, jackass. But I don't know if he asked if I was high or something, but I gave it away. I was like, what does it look like? I remember that. And so yeah, they take me into the room. They're all kind of giving me like dirty looks because I look high as shit, and they ended up just giving me an IV. And I mean, that was it. I came home. I don't think I was really feeling that FMX anymore. Moral of the story is know your fucking limit with edibles. And another funny part to the story is we have this relative who passed away, rest in peace, Jimmy, of a drug overdose. And when they started talking about him, I was asleep, right? But they said my heart rate went up to like 100. So that's kind of funny. And then he always said to my dad that he would come back as a bee. And I shit you not, the whole way back, there's a bee sitting on my dad's mirror. So, and I'm not like really a religious motherfucker like that, but I mean, shit. I'm feeling pretty fucking fried. I can't even lie. I'm off an empty stomach. And a cigarette. A Camel Blue. That bitch go out again? You're lying. But yeah, like I said, know your limits with that ease, bro. Like, if it says take 1/8, you probably shouldn't be popping the whole fucking thing. That's just like stupid. Especially, I'm a fucking spaghetti noodle. So. It just hissed at me. It sizzled. It said, tss. But yeah, that's the video, and I'll see y'all tomorrow with another story time. Peace out.